Hi, my fourth graders. Welcome back. This is lesson 3.4. Use the distributive property to multiply. Our target is to use the distributive property to multiply. All right. So you can use this criteria. You can please read it, and then I can draw an area model to multiply, and I can use known facts to find the product, and I can explain how to use the distributive property. All right, now use base 10 blocks to model 4 times 16. Draw your model. Okay, then find the area of the model. Since they gave us this block, right? So this 10 blocks to model it. So I'm going to use this. Look at this. This long stick means what? Yes, 10. Okay, and then I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since we have 10 plus 6, 16 in each row. And how many rows are there? Yes, you need to draw four rows of 16. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to draw this one long, which means 10 and 6 ones. And this is my fourth. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so you will know what? Okay, this is what? 4t already, right? And then you have 6, let's group them by 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is another 10. So which means what? 50. And you know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are here again. Okay, this is another what? 10. So 40 plus 10 plus 10 plus what is left? Ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means what? 64. Okay, that's how you can find. All right, this is how you use this area model to find the product. But then what about the other way? Okay, so break apart, which means, yes, distributive. 16 to show two smaller models. Find the area of each model. What do you notice about the sum of the areas? So now let's say we have four groups of 16, right? So I'm going to say, yeah, this is going to be a lot of taking a lot of time, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this, okay? And then I'm going to split them into 16 pieces. So I'm going to do 8 and 8, right? Okay, half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I need to change this a little bit. Yeah, it's too big. Okay, so here. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, and we need what? 4 rows. So I'm going to split half and half and another half. All right, so I draw this model, right? It's like an array, right? And now I'm going to split them into what? 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here, I'm going to split them. Okay, so that's gonna be what? Instead of 16, oh, hold on. Instead of 16, it's gonna become what? 4 by 10, and this is 6. 4 times 10 and 4 times 6. Okay, so this area is gonna be what? 40. And this area is going to be what? 6 times 4, 24. Okay, so this is going to show you this is the area of what? 64. Okay, now how does this strategy relate to the distributive property? This strategy models the distributive property and how to use known facts to find unknown facts. Okay, so that means we know this was 16, right, altogether on top here, right? And then we split them into 10 and 6, and we find what? The partial area. and then we are going to find the partial area, and then when we add them together, we are going to find entire area, which is what? Oh, 64. All right, but okay, I'm not gonna write down this one in here, so you just understand this. This is splitting, breaking apart 16 into 10 and 6. Okay, that's what distributive property is. Okay, so I'm going to say breaking apart, if I make it simpler. Okay, break apart strategy. Okay, all right, make it simpler. All right, now let's move on to our next page. Okay, so now one way to multiply a two-digit number is to first break apart, okay, which means what? Distributive, okay, the number. Then use the distributive property. Now look at this. 3 times 12 is equal to what? 3 times this 12 becomes what? 10 plus 2. When you see this, 10 plus 2 is also 12. So they are equal. Okay, it has to be equal value. Now, after that, you have to distribute this 3 times to 10 and 2. Like what we did, like breaking this 10 and 2, 3 and 10, 2. We need to add to know the total number, right? Total counters. That's what distributive property. And my third graders, I said to my third graders, just make it simpler to like delivery and delivery, right? You have to deliver this 3 times to 10 and 2, okay, at a time, and then you have to add, okay, together at the end. So let's take a look. So you can say delivery and delivery. That's it. So now 3 times delivery to 10. So 3 times 10, and you need to add, okay, plus 3 times 2 delivery. And then you are going to find the partial products, and then you need to add to know the product. This is what we call distributive property. Okay, so which is what? 3 times 10 is what? 30. And 3 times 2 is 6, which means 36. Let's take a look. Use an array model to find 6 times 18. Okay, now model the expression and break apart 18 as 10 plus 8. Okay, now 6 rows doesn't change, right? 6 rows, and then it was 18 total together, but then they break apart into what? They break apart into 10 plus 8, okay? 10 and 8. To know the total number, you have to add them together. Please understand and remember, okay? Now I'm going to move it down a little bit, okay? Because I remember last time, yeah, it was not fully recorded. I'm sorry about it. Okay, now 10, we are going to split into what? 10, oh, did I say 10? I'm sorry. This is 18. I'm going to split that into what? 10 and 8. Correct. Now, since you break this 18 into 10 plus 8, what is your next job? Yes, correct. You have to do delivery and delivery. And that's not all, right? You have to what? You have to add. This is really important, guys. This is really important. You have to add them to find the full product. Okay, so this is only partial products, guys. Okay, remember. So 6 times 10, 6 times 10 is here, right? And plus, and another delivery, 6 times 8 here, right? Let's take a look. So 6 times 10 is what? 60. 6 times 8 is what? 48. When you add them together, yes, it's gonna be 108. Okay, this is what? Distributive property. And this is really important to break apart, okay? So that means what? We write 18 as 10 plus 8. But then don't forget, you have to do what? Delivery from one number that you have. For here, it was 6, and that before it was what? 3. Okay, now let's practice more. Draw an array model, then find the product. Okay, so 7 rows. Okay, I'm going to use from here. Okay, it's better, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I need to go what? 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now I'm going to make this tile kind of. Okay. Now this is what? 7 rows of what? 11, right? But then that's not all. I'm going to split that into 10 and 1. So I'm going to break this part into what? 10 plus 1. Okay? So this is what? 7 times it becomes then 10 up to here. And this is only 1. Okay? So now 7 times 10. 7 rows of 10, which is what? 70 plus 7 times 1, which is 7, equals 77. That's how we can find the product of 77, or I mean the product of 7 times 11, right? But I'm going to go step by step again. This was just a model, right? 70 and 77. But I'm going to go step by step. Please take a look again. I'm going to use this bottom part, okay? Listen. 7 times 11 is equal to what? I'm going to break this apart to 10 plus 1 is equal to what? 7 times, parenthesis, 10 plus 1. This parenthesis is what? Yes, the priority, okay? So you have to do this parenthesis first, but here we are going to use what? Yes, delivery, right? So I'm going to use distributed property of multiplication. So I said what? Delivery, and another one, delivery. You know where I got this delivery from Julian? He's saying like, delivery, delivery. Maybe he got it from somewhere else, but anyway. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, now 7 times 10, right? You deliver this 7 times to 10, right? And then what? This is very important, I said. You have to add them together. What? 7 times 1. Okay, PEMDAS, my third graders, I told you guys, I mean my fourth graders last year when you were in third grade, I told you PEMDAS, right? PEMDAS. Okay, this is what? The priority. Okay, so this goes first. Parenthesis goes first. You have to do the parenthesis arithmetic first, and then goes to what? Multiplication and division. And then what is next priority? Yes, addition and subtraction. Okay, so PM does remember. So I'm going to do this what? 70 times 10, I mean, sorry, 7 times 10 is what? 70. And 7 times 1 is what? 7. When you add them together, it's going to be 77, right? That's here. Yep. All right, let's move on to number 2. I think I explained too much. Not necessarily. I'm sure you guys got it. Okay, so let's check. Number 2, I'm going to use the model only, okay? Not this distributive property of multiplication this time. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and I need 15 columns. Okay, so now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and same, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 2 rows. I'm going to split into what? 2 of 10 and 15, 10 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to split in here. So it's going to be what? 2, 10. Okay, 2 times 10 is what? 20. And 2 times of what? 5, which means 10. You can also count it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 10. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. But who wants to do this? Right? We know multiplication, my fourth graders. So 2 times 10, 20, yes. And 5 times 2 equals what? 10. Okay, even though I didn't write down here in 2, but still this doesn't change, right? This doesn't change here. So 5 times 2. You can think of that too. Okay, which is what? 20 plus 10? 30. You got it? That was pretty easy, right? So let's move on. I'm sorry I spent too much time in here, not necessarily, again. Okay, so draw an area model, then find the product. Now look at this, guys. 4 times 16. Okay, so I'm going to split that into what? Yes, 10 plus 6. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's count 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm gonna put it in here so I don't have to count again later. I'm going to count 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, at the end. Okay. Now look at this. I'm going to go all the way down here. And then, yes, I already mark in here so I don't have to count again. 10 and 6, right? So I'm going to split them in here. 4 rows of 10. We've done this a lot, right? What's the area here? Yes, 4 times 10 is 40. And this was 6, and it's still what? Same as 4 here, right? Same as 4. So 6 times 4 is what? 24. When you add them together, yes, 64. I forgot to tell you guys, yeah, you have to pause your video and do these questions by yourself until 12, okay? And then come back and check your answers, okay, with my answer. You got it? So pause and come back. Okay, good luck. Welcome back. Now I'm going to do this 9 times 18. All right, I'm going to split them into what? 10 and 8, right? It's the same thing. So I'm going to count 9 first. Maybe I need to use everything. So I'm going to start from the top. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I knew that. How? I don't know. I had a feeling. All right, now 18. I'm going to count 18. Hopefully, I don't have to go all the way down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to put mark a little bit up here. So I know this was 10, and I'm going to move 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. It's almost. I need to go all the way down. All the way down. Okay, now I'm going to split this. It's what? 9. Oops. What happened? 9 times 10 is what? 90 here. And then we have what? 9 times 8, which is what? 72. So when you add 90 plus 72, yes, you need what only? This is me, okay? So this is like, don't get confused. You can do this way, always. 90 plus 72, right? Is equal to 2. And this is 16, carry 1 up, so 162. But I'm gonna do mental math, and I'm gonna let you know how I use my mental math strategy in here. Since I know this 90 is 10 less than 100, right? So I'm going to get 10 from here, 72, right? So it becomes what? Doot, doot. It becomes, yes, correct. It becomes 62, but this becomes 100. So I'm going to add what? 100 plus 62. That's me in my brain. Okay, I'm not writing down this way, but I'm doing on my brain like mental math. Okay, so it's up to you. If you want to practice, you can go ahead. If you don't want to, and if you are a visual learner, yes, you can write it down. That's fine. Okay, completely fine. But I'm telling you and introducing to someone who wants to practice mental math. Okay, all right, let's move on. 6 times 27. Okay, now let's go. Since this 27 is pretty big number, I'm going to go from here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to start to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put it in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now I'm going to put this line down here. And I'm going to split them into 3. Why not? 10 plus 7, right? Doesn't matter. Any number that you want to work on, that's fine. It was 10, 10, and 7 to make what? 27. Okay, remember, and 6 rows of 10 is what? 60, and another 60, and 7 times 6 is what? Yeah, tell me. Hold on. What is it? Oh, there you go, 42. Sorry about it. Yeah, now, what is it? This one together, I'm gonna go this together first in my mental math. Why? Because 4 and 6, they are friendly numbers, right? So this is what? 102 already, and I'm just gonna add 60. So it's gonna make what? 162. Okay, you got it? All right, let's move on. Okay, now find the product. Okay, since we are not going to draw the model, I'm going to split them into what? This, and then I'm going to add it. Okay, so now 3 times what? 40, I'm going to do plus 6. Okay, now 3 times what? I'm going to distribute this. 3 times 40 is what? Yes, 112. 20, sorry. Plus what? Delivery. What is 3 times 6? 18. So this means what? 138. You got it? All right. Of course, I'm going to break it down. It's going to be what? 3 times 40 plus 3 times 6. Okay? All right. And that's 100 here, and that's 18 here, and 138. Okay? Now I'm going to do this, break this apart into 30 plus 5. So I'm going to do 8 times 30 plus 5, and you need to do what? Delivery. Okay, now 8 times 30 plus what? Another delivery, 8 times 5. Okay, so what is 8 times 3? 24, and 1 0, right? And 8 times 5 is what? 40. So the answer is what? When you add them together, 280. Now, number 8, I'm going to split them into 7 plus 2. I'm sorry, 70, 7 tenths. Okay, now 5 times 70 is what? Plus 5 times 2. We know this is 10. This is what? 35, and one more 0. And then add is 360. You got it? All right. Now use the area model to complete the equation. Okay, so this was what? Yes, 5 is here, right? And then it was what? 5 times 30 and 5 times 4. When you add them together, 34 is what? 150 plus 20, 170. Make sense? This is like all the models are showing you how to use distributive property of multiplication, which is what? Break apart. Okay, so they broke this 34 into 30 and 4. Okay, please make sure that you understand. All right, now I'm going to continue to this next page. Okay, example, a parking garage has 9 floors. Each floor has 78 parking spaces. Okay, 9 floor, 78 parking spaces. 705 cars are trying to park in the garage. Are there enough parking spaces? Explain. This is what we need to find out, okay? Now multiply the number of floors by the number of parking spaces on each floor. Now, yes, the building has what? 9 floors. And then each floor has what? 78 parking. So now we are going to break apart this 78 into what? 70 plus 8. Now, after that, what are you going to do? Delivery, yes, correct. Delivery, so which is what? 9 times 70 is 63 tenths. Make sense? Yeah, you need to add 1 0 at the end, right? All right, now what is 9 times 8? It's going to be 72. So when you add them together, it's going to be 702. So compare the number of spaces to the number of cars trying to park in the garage. There aren't enough parking spaces because 705 cars are trying to park, but then you have only what? 702, okay? So space is available. So that means what? 705 is greater than 702. That's how you explain. That easy, right? All right, let's move on. 3 more questions to go for today. All right. Your piano teacher wants you to practice playing the piano 160 minutes. Okay, 160 minutes this month. So far, you have practiced 5 minutes each day for 24 days. Have you reached the goal your teacher set for you? Explain. Let's see. So every day 5 minutes, and for how many days? 24 days, right? And let's see if you meet, okay, if you meet your teacher's requirements, right, which is 160 minutes this month. So now I'm going to split them into what? 20 plus 4. So 5 times what? Parenthesis, 20 plus 4. Now, after that, what you need to do? Delivery, yes, 5 times 20 plus, remember, this is very important, and 5 times 4, another delivery, right? So what is it? 5 times 20 is, 5 times 2 is 10, another 0, 100. And 5 times 4 is what? 20. When you add them together, 120 minutes you practice. Hold on, let's compare. 160, that's bigger, right? That's greater. That means what? Nope. And this is the explanation. Okay? No, you didn't reach the goal that your teacher set for you. Okay? Now number 11. Newton has $150. He wants to buy a bicycle that costs 4 times as much as the helmet. Does he have enough money to buy the bicycle and the helmet? Explain. How much is helmet cost? Yes, $28, right? But the bicycle is what? 4 times, okay, as much as the helmet. So 4 times, you need to find out how much is the bicycle, okay? So 4 times what? 28 is what? I'm going to split them into 20 and 8. So 4 times, parentheses, 20 plus 8. And what is our next step? Delivery. Yes, correct. Which is what? 4 times 20 plus 4 times 8. What is 4 times 20? 80. And what is 4 times 8? Yes, 32. And then when you add them together, it's gonna be, hold on, 112, okay, dollars. So you need to have what? 112 for bicycle, and then for helmet, how much is it? You need to add $28, which is what? Yes, $140 you need, okay? Right, but how much you have, or Newton, okay, whoever, $150. So now let's compare 150 and 140. Who has more? You have more, which means what? Yes, you can buy what? Bicycle and helmet together. All right, that's it. Now this is the last question. A baby orangutan weighs what? 3 pounds, okay? Now the mother orangutan weighs 27 times as much as the baby. The father, okay, I think I need to line on the line because you're gonna get confused later. The father orangutan weighs what? 63 times as much as the baby. What are the weights of the mother and the father? Okay, we don't need the baby, but we can use the weights of what? Orangutan, baby orangutan. Okay, so the baby orangutan is what? 3 pounds. And mom or mother, 3 times what? 27. And dad orangutan is what? 63 times. Okay, let's find out. All right, mom is what? 3 times 27, which is what? 3 times 20 plus 7. Now delivery, which is what? 3 times 20 is equal to what? 60 plus 3 times 7. Yes, 21, which means what? 81 pounds, okay? What about father? Now, 3 times, I'm going to split them into what? 60 plus 3 and delivery, right? Now, 3 times 60, wait, okay, we know 3 times 6 is 18, and we need to add what? One more zero at the end, right? Plus what? 3 times 3, which is 9, 189 pounds, okay? All right, so what are the ways of the mother and the father? Yes, mother is what? 81 pounds, and father is what? 189 pounds. All right, that's it for today for lesson. I want you to do page 91 and 92 as homework. All right, good luck. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.